What is a noun? A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. It functions as the subject or object in a sentence, providing essential information about what is being talked about. Nouns can be categorized into several parts based on different criteria. Here in this video, we are going to look at 8 primary categories under noun. We will define them and look at 2 examples for each type of noun category, along with detailed explanations and the relevant grammar rules. 1. Common nouns. Common nouns. These are general names for a person, place, thing, or idea. They are not capitalized unless they start a sentence. Examples include city, teacher, and book. Let's look at these 2 examples. Example 1. The dog barked loudly. Dog is a common noun because it refers to a general category of animals. It is not a specific name, so it is not capitalized unless it starts a sentence. The noun dog is the subject of the sentence, and it is concrete because it can be physically perceived. Grammar rule. Common nouns are not capitalized unless they begin a sentence. They refer to general items rather than specific ones. Example 2. She bought a new car. Car is a common noun that refers to a type of vehicle. It's a general term and is used to identify a category of objects rather than a specific item. The noun car is the direct object of the verb bought. Grammar rule common. Nouns are treated as singular or plural depending on the context and must agree with the verbs in number. 2. Proper nouns. Proper nouns. These are specific names for a particular person, place, organization, or thing. Proper nouns are always capitalized. Examples include John, Paris, and Amazon. Let's look at these 2 examples. Example 1. I visited New York last summer. New York is a proper noun because it names a specific city. Proper nouns are always capitalized regardless of where they appear in a sentence. In this example, New York serves as the object of the verb visited. Grammar rule. Proper nouns are always capitalized. They name specific people, places, or organizations. Example 2. Shakespeare wrote many famous plays. Shakespeare is a proper noun because it is the specific name of a person, William Shakespeare. The noun Shakespeare is the subject of the sentence. Since it is a proper noun, it is capitalized. Grammar rule. Proper nouns should always start with a capital letter, regardless of their position in the sentence. 3. Concrete nouns. Concrete nouns. These nouns refer to things that can be perceived with the 5 senses. They can be seen, touched, smelled, heard, or tasted. Examples include apple, dog, and car. Let's look at these 2 examples. Example 1. The apple fell from the tree. Apple is a concrete noun because it refers to a physical object that can be seen and touched. In this sentence, apple is the subject and is something tangible that can be experienced through the senses. Grammar rule. Concrete nouns follow the usual rules for singular and plural forms. For example, apple becomes apples when referring to more than one. Example 2. She picked up a rock from the ground. Rock is a concrete noun as it names a physical object that can be held and felt. In the sentence, rock is the direct object of the verb picked up. Grammar rule. Concrete nouns can be countable, e.g., 1 rock, 2 rocks, or uncountable, depending on their usage in the sentence. 4. Abstract nouns. Abstract nouns. These nouns represent ideas, qualities, or concepts that cannot be seen or touched, such as love, freedom, and happiness. Let's look at these 2 examples. Example 1. Freedom is an important value. Freedom is an abstract noun because it represents a concept or idea that cannot be physically touched or seen. It is the subject of the sentence and refers to the state of being free. Grammar rule. Abstract nouns, being non-tangible, do not have plural forms in most cases, e.g., freedom does not have a plural form. Example 2. She felt a deep sense of happiness. Happiness is an abstract noun that refers to an emotional state or feeling. It is the object of the verb felt in the sentence. Since it is an abstract concept, it cannot be measured or counted directly. Grammar rule. Abstract nouns are typically singular and can be accompanied by modifiers like a sense of or a feeling of to express varying degrees. 5. Countable nouns. Countable nouns. These nouns refer to items that can be counted. They have both singular and plural forms. Examples include apple, singular, and apples, plural. Let's look at these two examples. Example 1. There are 5 chairs in the room. Chairs is a countable noun because it refers to items that can be counted individually. The noun chairs is plural, indicating more than one. The sentence follows the rule that countable nouns have distinct singular and plural forms. Grammar rule: countable nouns have singular and plural forms. The plural is often formed by adding s or s to the singular form, e.g., chair, chairs. Example 2. She has 2 cats. Cats is a countable noun because it can be counted. The noun is in its plural form, indicating more than one cat. In the sentence, cats serves as the object of the verb has. Grammar rule: countable. Nouns change form when pluralized and must agree, with the verbs in the sentence in number. 6. Uncountable. Nouns. Uncountable nouns. These nouns represent substances or concepts that cannot be counted and usually do not have a plural form. Examples include water, sugar, and information. Let's look at these two examples. Example 1. Please add some more sugar to the tea. Sugar is an uncountable noun because it refers to a substance that cannot be individually counted. It remains singular even though it represents a large quantity. In the sentence, sugar is the object of the verb add. Grammar rule: uncountable nouns do not have plural forms and are treated as singular. They are often paired with words like some, much meant, or a little to indicate quantity. Example 2. She gave me some useful advice. Advice is an uncountable noun that refers to guidance or recommendations. It cannot be counted directly and does not have a plural form. In the sentence, advice is the object of the verb gave. Grammar rule: uncountable nouns should not be pluralized. And quantifiers like some, a piece of, or a lot of are used to indicate the amount. 7. Collective nouns. Collective nouns. These nouns refer to a group of individuals or things as a single entity. Examples include team, flock, and family. Let's look at these two examples. Example 1. The team is ready for the match. Team is a collective noun because it refers to a group of individuals considered as one entity. In the sentence, team is treated as singular, aligning with the verb is. Depending on context and regional preferences, collective nouns can be treated as singular or plural. Grammar rule: collective. Nouns can be singular or plural depending on whether the group is being referred to as a single unit or as individual members. Example 2. A flock of birds flew overhead. Flock is a collective noun used to describe a group of birds. It represents multiple birds as one unit. The noun flock is singular, even though it refers to many birds, and it agrees with the verb flew. Grammar rule: when using collective nouns, consistency with singular or plural verbs is important based on the meaning conveyed. 8. Compound nouns. Compound nouns. These are nouns made up of 2 or more words that function as a single noun. They can be written as one word, e.g., toothpaste, with a hyphen, e.g., mother-in-law, or as separate words, e.g., high school. Let's look at these two examples. Example 1. She has a mother-in-law who lives nearby. Mother-in-law is a compound noun formed by combining the words mother, in, and law. It refers to the mother of one's spouse. Compound nouns can be hyphenated, written as one word, or as separate words depending on the structure. Grammar rule: compound nouns can be written as one word, with hyphens, or as separate words. They are pluralized by modifying the main word, e.g., mothers-in-law. Example 2. He works at a software company. Software company is a compound noun consisting of 2 separate words. It refers to a company that produces software. The 2 words together function as a single noun representing a specific type of company. Grammar rule: when forming compound nouns, the main noun often dictates the number, and the 2 words together create a specific meaning not necessarily derived from the individual words. Each of these noun categories serves a distinct function in language, helping to convey precise and varied meanings in communication. Understanding these categories and their associated rules enhances clarity and accuracy in both writing and speaking.